At the Spy Media here with a fellow Spy Media member, Danny Hughes. Danny, obviously not the result we would have wanted, but obviously the way it happened last minute, poor for me. What are you feeling after that?
It's concentration, mate. You put all that work in for 90 minutes. Defence, in my opinion, were really good for most of the game. Then for a split second, you switch off, and then a point out of what would have been a tough opposition. A point's gone just like that. It's
Yeah,
a waste.
I mean the start as well. Start was shocking, mate. It's conceding so early as we
Yeah.
did. It's just it seems a recurring theme, doesn't it?
It's that right side this season. I've noticed a lot of goals coming from that side. I like the goalkeeper. I think he was man at match on Saturday, but it don't seem to claim a lot when balls come into the box, which is a bit of a worry. And switching on is a bit of a problem from set pieces. We're not looking good.
The last two fans that came on here have noticed and picked out Will Evans. Obviously, not really become the centre half that we all thought he would be, the leader at the back. He's always been very inconsistent. Do you think that the defence is really crying out for a proper leader at the back? Really, a proper leader? Because we're really struggling with that at the minute, I feel.
Maybe I do think we're lacking a leader. Maybe we wish Dante Gerrard would be that. It didn't quite work out, obviously. But Will Evans, I think it'll be fair to say that last season wasn't his best. I think this season he's been slightly better, still not his best, which we need. Maybe Hollis comes in, Yarni's still out injured, maybe he comes in. We've got a lot of centre-halves which Pemberton can change, so hopefully he switches things up and we see how things go if he changes it.
Did you notice a difference in the side and not the morale, but the performance when Denton went off? Because, again, the previous fans that come on here and said they've seen the team completely change when Denton went off. And I think that's the testament to Denton as well, because when he first came in, really, people won't give him a shot, and now he's being sort of the main player for the team. Another goal today.
To be honest, I think bringing Denton off were a bad decision. I disagreed with it when we brought him off against Hartlepool. We were crying out for a goal. We brought him off at final 20. Fair enough, Rawson played well. I would have brought him on, but I think you leave Denton on for all game, to be honest, because set pieces, you trust him to win that first header and that second header. You don't know what's going to happen. A penalty like what happened at Woking, you just don't know what he can bring. A whole game plan comes around Denton when he's on pitch, and then when he comes off, we don't have a plan B. So a bit of a silly decision to bring him off so early, in my opinion.
Is it important, really, not as again to the previous fans, that really that it's cut the teams a bit of slack because of the ownership, or is it still high standard Chesterfield FC where we are expecting nothing but the best, really? But is it important, really, to cut them a little bit of slack because obviously we haven't got the funds to bring in the top players as we used to anymore?
Yeah, maybe, but then when we look at games where we do play well, we know players can perform. So when they don't, it's frustrating. I mean, at games like Ebbsfleet last year, we looked really good. And then Woking weren't really good, but we dug out and got the result. And you're asking the question, why can't we do that week in, week out? It's got consistency. We're not switched on. It's if they want it enough. We've got players, player for player, I think, are better than most in league. It's just getting that mould together as a team and getting consistent results.
Do you take any confidence going into Saturday after that? Because it's just demoralising when you can concede such a late goal like that and it's literally the last ditch effort. I couldn't just see out the game.
Mate, I don't think there's that, mate. I know we scored 4 at Woking, but there's not many teams I think we can outscore. I mean, if we score that first goal, then I think a defence, if we get everyone behind the ball, we shouldn't be saying, but if we do, I think we can hold out at times. But if we don't get that first goal, I can't see us turning games around. I don't think we've got enough creativity to create enough chances to score 3 or 4 enough week in, week out to get results.
100%, mate. That's Spy Media again with fellow main event Danny Hughes. Cheers for that, Danny. All the best.